take our seats?
Right down.
Let's go inside. Let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to this channel. It's Amber from the Ramblin' Richardsons. You may recognize that lady right there hanging from my ceiling. Right there. It's our Kimberly fern. That's Kimberly, our Kimberly fern that we got at Desk Plants, Hard to Kill Plants from the Domain. She's hanging out in my office. She's getting a little sunburned. So she's in the office with me. But yeah. Got some awesome things that we're doing today. Today, we're actually going to be headed over to my dad's house. And we're going to be doing some planting for his winter garden. So my mom sent me some seeds. We got some Genovese basil, Valley Green heirloom tomatoes, and Valley Green beets. So it's too cold to probably do the basil and the tomatoes. My dad has a raised bed garden in his backyard. Not very big, but it's probably too cold for the tomatoes and the basil. So we'll probably be planting the beets, and he's got some seeds over there that we'll be planting. So we're gonna do that today. I'll tell you what, guys, before we get into the video, I appreciate it if you take a second, go down there, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate the subscribe button. Hit that for me, and ring the notification bell so you don't ever miss any of the videos that we post. And we're going to take a look at what's going on over at Dad's house for the winter garden. We're going to get those seeds started. All right, over here at Dad's house, and he's got all these tools and stuff. But one thing I wanted to show is this United Sports. Pulled this out of the farmhouse when you're cleaning it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are for making your own weights if you go fishing. So
Great-grandfather did.
yeah. So he would pour, they have openings here. If you look at it from the top, you would pour lead or aluminum or lead into the top. So you'd melt down lead and pour it in there, and then you would let it cool, and then open this up, and then you would have your weights. So one side would do the big weights, and the other side would do all the smaller weights. And you'd have your own weights to go fishing. You don't see that now. You gotta go to the store and buy weights to go fishing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool if you ask me. I don't know how to do this, but that's pretty cool. So Dad found an old Folgers can. It has a bunch of them in here. Like,
Those are a different kind. It's got, because he made all kinds.
yeah.
You should find some that he made from the mold.
Yeah, let's see.
None of those. Yeah.
Yeah, dump them out.
I don't see any made from the molds.
I don't see any either. Well, I mean, these were made from molds, though, you can see.
Yeah, no.
Well, they weren't made from this particular mold.
Maybe we'd already gone through all those.
Look.
What's this one?
Yeah, yeah, just like that. So you can see it would fit in there like that. Or like that. But yeah, it's a basic concept.
You see one?
These are cool.
Here's one that he made from somebody else's mold, I think. But yeah, you see the ones that he made with silver solder.
Yeah, some of these have the silver solder in them. Dad said that coffee can weighs like 20 pounds because it's got all the lead weights in it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Pitchfork, whatever you want to call it, to till up the left side of this raised bed. You can tell the difference between the two side by side, how much nicer the soil looks once it's got aerated, all that nice fresh soil that was underneath. Dad puts, looks like a little mulch on top from last year. We'll work that in. It'll be nice organic matter underneath that'll compost while our stuff grows. So I'm gonna get started on the second one now. Whew. Set this up for green beans, never actually planted it. So these are our green beans. Fairy Morris green beans, string bean Blue Lake. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down about 1 inch, about right there on your finger. And we're going to go around every other one of those wires, go about 1 inch down. Drop one of these little seeds in and plant them. See if we can get some green beans. And these horse flies will not quit it. Well, we got all the seeds in. Let's see, you got Bloomsdale Landing spinach. We've got Calabrese green sprouting broccoli. Paris Island lettuce. And Mom sent us Detroit dark red beets. Not radishes, beets. Got all of them planted, and Dad just watered them in.
dry storage, 6 months.
There we go. I got a nice little picture of the garden. We threw a little bit of, was that chicken wire? Yeah, a little, yeah, some kind of gardening fence or fencing or something like that over it. Dad's got squirrels real bad, and they ate up all of his corn the last time he tried to plant. So we got some wiring over the top after we watered everything in. Got some tubs back there. We're talking about putting some kale in maybe. So we got everything planted. More hands equals less work. Dad harvested a bunch of peppers off of his Tabasco pepper plants and his chili pekin plants. Those 2 big bushes back there. Those are chili pekins. They've been growing here for, oh, I don't know how long. Huh? 1,000 years. I mean, they're huge. They're huge. And Dad says just like a Where's Waldo for peppers, you just turn around and come back to it, and there's 30 more peppers you hadn't discovered that need to be picked off those things. They're amazing. And he eats them like candy. I'll carry around like a little film canister. When I was younger, he'd have those little black film canisters, and we'll go to a restaurant, and Dad will take those film canisters with him, filled with those little chili pekins, and just eat them like candy at the Mexican food restaurant. It's the wildest thing I'd ever seen. But that's his own chili pekins, and he's got one growing in the front yard too, a little bitty one. But we got everything planted. I got a cold front on the way, so we got the green beans watered in. Everything's good to go. Now we just gotta wait, see what happens. I'm excited. Now here's the Tabasco plants on the side of the house that I was talking about. Dad pruned all of the good peppers off of them already. But I say all of the good peppers, but I mean, as you can see, this thing is just loaded with peppers. You know, tomorrow, half of these will be orange, ready to go. So these peppers, you can see this one is at the tips here. They start out as flowers, and the tips, when they grow, the tips are the last things that have that flower on the end of them. Once that flower is gone, here's a good example. Once that flower is gone, then the pepper will start to turn orange, bright neon orange. And once it turns orange like that, it's good to pick. And boy, howdy, they are spicy, spicy little meatballs. And there's that chili pekin plant over there Dad planted in that pot. That's a small one. And it's got tons of little red peppers all over it, ready to go, ready to eat. But yeah, this thing is just full. See how these peppers are neon orange in here? All of these are ready to go. Some of them are barely turning orange.
The orange ones will be red tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So these boys, that'll put a few chest hairs on you if you don't have them already. I tell you what, I'm gonna go in and wash my hands now that I touched all those peppers. Woo! Well, guys, made it back home from Dad's. Still have some chores I gotta do, but man, it's getting hot outside. So I got a sweat ring already on my new hat. Working out in that garden, but Dad put me to work, and that's okay. But that's really all I have for this video. Appreciate you watching, and as always, we'll see you on the next video. Peace.